this is Mr-Goody here, and today what I'm going to do is I'm going to review one of the coolest games, arguably one of the coolest racing games franchise that exists of all time, and that is Forza Horizon. It's not to get confused with, Forza, just plain Forza, because in Forza Horizon you can actually go in an open world and you don't have to stay on the track. In my opinion, I think the regular Forza games are simulators, and the Forza Horizon series is more of a arcade-ish kind of style, and it's just unique, and there are so many options, so many fresh things you can do in this game that is called Forza Horizon 3. Forza Horizon 3 was released back in 2016, and I know what you're saying, but it's 2018, and you're right, it is, it's 2018, but I haven't played this game in a while, and Forza Horizon 4 had just come out, and I wanted to go back into the library and see, get some, like, a throwback of how this game felt and how this game was. And just as a reminder, kind of for nostalgic purposes. But this game, as you can see, what you just saw was the beginning of the game. It kind of tells you that you can rewind time, like it's showing there. And then, you can change in that bit of time that you rewinded, maybe a mistake that you made. Instead of turning to the left, you can turn to the right, gas instead of brake, so forth and so on. You can correct your driving mistakes. You can also set your difficulty. There's like a driving track there that if you stay on when you're going around curves and it turns red, it'll automatically slow you down. But if you set it to like expert, that track will be gone and you'll just have to control it all by yourself. This game was made by Playground, which is a subsidiary of Turn 10 Studios, and Microsoft owns the rights to them. So, needless to say, Forza Horizon series and Forza is an Xbox exclusive. Well, it also, you're able to play it on the PC, but you won't find this on other game console systems. Well, I must say that, this game has a variety of luscious backgrounds. I mean, this game is based in Australia, and the farther you go, see, look at those lighting effects, but the farther you progress in the game, you earn credits. Credits can, you go into a garage, you can, get a better motor, better suspension, better gears. You can change you can buy just different cars that are actual, name brand cars. You can get off-road cars, dune buggies. There's just so many different types of cars and so many different type of upgrades that you can do. It's just unreal. And as you can see, how the cars, this is a cutscene here, but as the cars go across different areas, this game has weather effects, which affects how the game plays also. So if your car is racing on the beach, then it's going to feel like you're driving on sand. The rumble kind of works that way. The vibrating motors in the Xbox One controller. If you're driving on dirt, it's going to feel like that. If you hit a hill or a tree, it has different kind of rumble senses that you feel. And also the controls are different for every environment. So the weather effects that they've added into this game, it's just awesome, and it adds to the gameplay, the realism of it. And it takes a little while getting used to it first, See, when you first start out, you have to pick like the avatar that represents you the most. I chose this guy. Click yes, and then you have a list of names you can choose from. My actual name is Robert, so I'm going to pick that. And then the AI in the game is actually, every time it talks to me, it's going to reference me as my name. And the basic goal in this game is there are many types of races that you do, stunts, not free roam, but just exhibition, regular races. There's just a ton of different kind of races that you can do, and you'll see it on an open world map, and you can actually set markers down, and this kind of indicator path will light up, and then it will lead you to that exact event. But what's happening here now is kind of like, I call it like the third act of the opening scene. This is just introducing you to Forza Horizon, and how they're introducing that it's going to be in Australia, and the game in size comparability is like twice the size of Forza Horizon 2. I mean, this game is huge, and that's before the expansions. I'll try to talk about the expansions now, because later I'm going to show you some of the cool things you can do in the game. But the expansions, you have Blizzard Mountain, which you can buy on the Microsoft Store. It's basically exactly what it sounds like. It's kind of like a blistery snow environment expansion pack, and it adds more cars, and of course achievements and modes, so you might want to check that out. And then there's one of my favorites, is the Hot Wheels edition, the Hot Wheels add-on, which is cool. It adds a lot of Hot Wheels cars, a lot of stunts, mini stunts in that expansion, like doing loop-de-loops and just a whole lot of craziness that I love. Also, another thing I don't want to forget to mention is that look at those water effects. And I played this on 1080p, which is normal full HD TV. I haven't had a chance to play this on a 4K TV, but I would love to, because this game is one of those games that is kind of future-proofed, that you can download the textures and everything because it's compatible with the 4K, with the Xbox One X and a 4K TV. But this game has a lot of realism as far as water drops and weather effects. The water can get saturated onto the roads and the sun shining off of it. There's just a lot of little details that were put into this game. And, the gameplay is great too. It's like everything that could be good to this game, the visuals, the gameplay mechanics, the sound. I have the sound muted because I did not want to get copyrighted flagged here on YouTube. But you can even unlock radio stations and even play, add your own custom tracks on here too, like the music that you have. And then there's like in-game radio stations, and you can change those radio stations as you go along, and you can unlock new radio stations. So there's that. There's also a whole community. See, look at this jump. This is one of the, I think that's an awesome cutscene right there. And then as soon as you land, you start controlling the little dune buggy again. There's just so many customizations. But anyways, I wanted to tell you, you have to get so far in this game and level up so far before you can unlock the online multiplayer. But playing online is very fun too. There's also a community that you can join, where you can download customized skins that people have created. You can make your own skins. Look right here, I'm making my own customized license plate. And it goes to a cutscene here. Kind of shows the license plate on the car, the sweet rims right there, and shows it taking off. This right here is kind of a little bit of the overhead map. Not a whole lot of events are unlocked here yet. But what you can do, you can you point that there's like a point indicator that you can point to the next. Watch, these will unlock. And then I put the indicator over one of the events. I lock onto it. Let's see, I choose. Which one do I choose here? I can't remember. Oh, you can set your difficulty too, which I set it to easy because where I was a beginner again. And I wanted to show you what it kind of looks like driving at night a little bit. You know how the headlights come on, and it's a little different. You drive on the beach, you can feel the sand kind of on the tires, what it would feel like. The drag in the sand. You know, it's more realistic than I thought. And it's a pretty good looking game too. I mean, in my opinion, it's like the best racer on any console. I think it's better than Gran Turismo on PS4, but you know, that's just my opinion. I don't know what you guys think. You can tell me in the comments below what you think about this game. Here's some rain. You can see that the asphalt is kind of saturated, and you can hydroplane as you're going around curves and everything if you're going too fast. And you can just see the rain droplets splatter right on the view camera. So, you know, the weather effects are definitely a cool thing in this game. Also, they have some stunts you can do, and here's one of the first stunts that it has you do. It explains to you, and then you jump off this crazy jump right here. I mean, look at that. You clear like, look, 370 feet. And then, you know, and here's the online community I was talking about. I get to choose one car for free in the very beginning. And I choose, which one did I choose? I think, let's see. I chose this car right here. And then, you know, these are like designs made by people online too. And I go through a couple of them, but then I see this really awesome one that I just couldn't pass up. You'll see here in just a second. I mean, there's a Monster Energy drink one. There's, I don't know what all. A police car one. There's just some really cool designs. But once I see the Hot Wheels one, yeah, I don't think I go any farther. I'm just like, I gotta have that skin. And, you know, I deck out my car in this Hot Wheels skin. You confirm it, save it, and then I'm ready to go drive and test out this new car that has this sweet paint job. Not to mention, it still has my special license plate too. The cutscene kind of gives you an overall look of the car, what it looks like. And keep in mind, you can change all this at any time too once you're in the garage. You can use those credits. I almost forgot. You earn credits for every race, and you earn fans. And you can buy upgrades and stuff in the garages. But if you haven't earned enough credits, you can actually use real money to buy them. But I never do that. I just earn them in game. Here's another cool little car that I was going to show you guys. This is like the Doom Buggy. I kind of like it. Kind of like going off-road. There's a lot of races that you go off-road on this game. In fact, at the very end of this video, I have a surprise for you. As of one of the cars... Yeah, well, speaking of the surprise, Master Chief, his Warthog. The Warthog from Halo. Look at this thing. I mean, just taking down trees. splashing through the water. I mean, you can do just... It was a dream to drive the Warthog from Halo and Forza. I like taking it through this water and just seeing how it drives and kind of if it gets flooded out or drenched out. And just to see how far I can go in it. But again, there's just so many things you can do in this racing game that it's unreal. You know, from offline, the story mode, to online, earning credits, the customizations are almost unlimitless. The expansion packs, the sound is great, the controls are great, the visuals are great. Everything about this game is great, in my opinion. So, I'm getting to it. I'm getting to the overall actual score that I'm going to give this game in the end, and you may or may not agree with me. You can let me know in the comments section below. But this is my second review, and I'm just being honest. So, what would I give this game? I'm going to give this game a 9 out of 10 stars.